you guys the very, very basics on getting Python running. So, I have here a example ex1.py file open in Notepad, which has just one line. That's the print function called on the string hello. You guys recognize that, right? Like, that's basically the same thing as I would write in processing, right? Not quite. Instead of print, I'd write print ln, right? But whatever. Every language has slightly different syntax, and that's just slightly different syntax. The kick about Python is that getting things to run is not as easy as it is in processing because there's not a, GUI for the compiler. So if you want to get this to run, what you need to do is go down here to search and get a Windows PowerShell open. Okay, so you get PowerShell open, and now this is just like a DOS prompt screen, if anybody remembers those. If you don't remember those, then fine. Whatever. So there's a little, this thing is not running Python by itself. This lets you run lots of stuff. Okay? So the first thing I want to do is get this pointed at the same directory that that file is in. So I've got this file saved in this Python folder here on my desktop. Right, so if I click here, I get the full file path. This is C users default blah 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 desktop Python, right? Copy that, so Control C that thing. Then open your PowerShell back up, and you want to change the directory. So you want CD, that's change directory, space, and then if you just right click, it'll paste that in, that file path in there. Hit enter, and you'll notice that the thing it was saying is now changed to that folder. You guys see that? So it was starting with C:users/default blah blah blah, right? And now it's saying C:users/default blah 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 /desktop/Python. So now it's sitting, like the command shell is thinking that it's sitting in the folder with the Python file. And to get Python 3 to execute, it's just a little different than Python 1, or Python 2. So the book, Learn Python the Hard Way, tells you to write the word Python and then the file name. Python 3's command is py. So you want a Python ex1.py. And hit enter, and it'll do the thing. It told me hello. You guys good with this? No. Okay, so make a folder that you're going to put your Python file in. Then get the path for that folder and change your directory into that folder. Then to execute a file, you type py space the file name you want to execute. If you're not sure if the file's in there or not, you can use the kind of varsity thought here, which is let me check in the PowerShell if it can see that file. And the way you list out the files in a directory is you use ls. So that's showing me that I have one file in my directory, and it's called ex1.py, and it's apparently 14 bytes long.
So make a folder, put a thing in the folder.
The reason I made a folder is that I want to be consistent about just keeping my examples in the same place so that I don't have to hunt around for them. Okay. This is a little bit like the sketches, right? For them to execute a text document or for them to include a picture or something, usually the picture of the text document wants to be sitting next to the sketch. Right?
I'm getting an error that says the term py is not recognized.
So you might not have Python 3 installed. No?